and that three is blocked. They get it to Davis, and here it comes. He jams it down. From the point, Bree Adams, lowering hard, and it's in! Off the stick of Sydney Kamstrup, and the Cougars are on the board. He'll put it right on goal, and right into the goal! Ethan Olsen on a free kick. Interception, and two of those shouldn't have happened, in my opinion. There was a one on the far side back in the late first, early second quarter, I believe. So I hope it. One-handed grab, oh my goodness! Matthew Ozendorf into the end zone on the touchdown. Grant Nelson will pull down the rebound. Nelson will go to the hoop and jam it down with a one-handed slam. Savage over the closest one there, can't quite get it off the far boards. Matt Green will pick it up. She'll circle around. Be closely contested there, and then picked up, shot on goal, and a rebound attempt, and another one, and it's in. It's Jordan Casey with the goal, and it's 2-0 Bismarck Blizzard. Get it up to Pesa, offering Robson. Ross is able to shuffle it out to Crabtree. Gilbert back up the court. Near side, three on the way, and it's in! Paige Thompson with the triple. Getting the face-offs down on this end of the ice, and they have pulled their goalie. And here's an opportunity, and no. Friddle, it's there, it's in! Friddle scored with 5.5 seconds to go! Caleb Friddle gets the goal, and we're tied at 1! 22 to shoot on the shot clock here. Hoverson for his 9th three. Yes, he got it! 9 threes for Hoverson! All right, welcome to Moorhead High School here, and it's the Barnesville Trojans and the Park Christian Falcons on the way here in just about less than 2 minutes. We're going to skip through most of our pre-game show, but we do have some sponsors that we want to thank. And those sponsors are Barnesville Senex, Front Street Nutrition, and Midwest Bank, also bringing you your halftime show. And if you want to donate, we would appreciate it by scanning that QR code on your phone. You can certainly do that. Game 2 of 8 today. After this one, Brad Anderson will step in, have Mahoman Wabbin versus Dilworth Glendon Felton, and then I'll be back for Lake Park Audubon and Wadena Deer Creek. Henning and Frazee, Staples Motley and Perham, and then Brad Anderson's back for Pelican Rapids and Crookston, and then I'll have the nightcap here between Moorhead and Hawley. So we'll have all those games back-to-back for you here on the Minnesota Sports Station. So what we want to do is we want to take a timeout, and when we come back, actually, I don't know if we'll have time for the whole timeout, but we're certainly going to try, so we're going to take that timeout right now.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. Front Street Nutrition in Barnesville is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many different teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that'll quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different lift-offs that'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Front Street Nutrition today, 108 Front Street South, or call them 701-238-5276. Front Street Nutrition, nutrition for the win.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake.
All right, we'll come out of that break now and go to your starting lineups. First for the Park Christian Falcons, who will be the visitors on the scoreboard. And we got to write in a couple players who were not on the roster that they handed to us at the door, because those couple of players are starters for Park Christian. All right, now we are set on our end here. Got everything ready to rock and roll. Almost. Once again, we want to say thanks to our sponsors, including Midwest Bank in Barnesville, Barnesville Cynics, and Front Street Nutrition in Barnesville. They have a Viking tea at Front Street Nutrition, and it looks like an identical match to the purple jerseys for the Barnesville Trojans. It's a really good drink, too. If you're a Vikings fan, then you might like the drink as well. I mean, it's really purple. All right, and that brings us seconds closer to the opening tip-off here. Once again, Barnesville, the home team, and Park Christian will be the visiting team on the scoreboard here to start game number 2 of the day. And the Falcons will win the opening tip, and we're underway here. And coming across the timeline there is Ashley Hansen, number 21. And now that is Carly Moschenbacher. Moschenbacher wearing number 23. They'll work it up top there for Eden Tofabaum, I believe is how, Tofabaum. That shot's up and in. Carly Moschenbacher with the triple here. That's Sam Pesa up top, now near wing here for Kenzie Scogan. Scogan back to Pesa, now back to Scogan. They'll fire it over far side there for Kim Macy. Bounce pass into the corner. They'll give it right back into the hands of Bredman. Bredman over to Macy now. Macy back up top for Bredman. Bredman will swing it near side here for Pesa. Pesa looking inside, but the Falcons not allowing anything to go in there. Bredman had to come out towards the top of the post, and then when they did try and feed it in, it was tipped and taken away by Moschenbacher. Turnover number 1 here for the Barnesville Trojans. Outside, 3 on the way. Off the back iron, will not go. Rebound comes down there to Lauren Halverson. Trojans will bring it back. 3-0 lead here for the Falcons. They're working around there for Kim Macy. Macy on the far wing up top now for Halverson. Halverson inside for Bredman, and there's a whistle and a foul. Stops the clock with 16:34 to go in the first half. Your starters once again for Park Christian. There's a 3 on the way, in and out, won't go. Moschenbacher, one of the starters, pulls down the rebound. You also have Ashley Hansen, Eden Tofabaum taking Crabtree, and Maddie Remke. Inbounds pass, Moschenbacher swings it out for a 3-pointer. Off the back iron, won't go. And Barnesville will get the rebound. They'll work it up top, or up the court here to Kim Macy along the near sideline. Still trailing 3-0. And they'll work it down low and then outside there into the hands of Scogan. Scogan will bring it back out top, and it's intercepted. Carly Moschenbacher one-on-one with Sam Pesa. She gets it in and one. Sam Pesa will get the foul. First team foul on Barnesville. First personal on Pesa. Last time I called a game for Park Christian, it was a girls and boys doubleheader. Both games went to overtime. Both games came down to a bucket with no time left. All 6 points there for the Falcons from Moschenbacher, and that's another steal. That one's taken away by Ashley Hansen. Hansen goes to the hoop, and it's blocked by Emily Bredman. Bredman gets the block. 3 turnovers to 1. Disadvantage on the turnover category there for the Trojans. Bounce pass near side for Kim Macy. Macy will work it into the corner here for Pesa. Pesa looking around, gets it back to Kim Macy. Fire it over there to Scogan. Scogan back near side here for Sam Pesa. Pesa looking inside. Now they'll get into the free throw line there for Halverson. Halverson out to the corner. Scogan for 3, and it's in! Three-pointer for Kenzie Scogan cuts the lead in half. 6-3 in favor of Park Christian. They'll work it back up top there for Maschenbacher. Between Fargo Davies and Park Christian, I think I've called about 8 players with that last name. Work it near side here. I believe that was Maddie Remke, number 11, and it was. And they'll get it back to Maddie Remke now. Up top now into the hands of Tofenbaum. Couple passes later, back over to Ashley Hansen. Tofenbaum looks left, dribbles into the paint, outright. Hansen for 3. Off the rim, won't go. Rebound pulled down there by Halverson. Now Peso will bring it over the timeline. 14.5 to go as they work it near wing here for, that is Scogan. Scogan has all 3 of the points. She got a three-pointer from the opposite side of the court there. As Scogan makes her way through the paint out into the corner, she'll set up for maybe another 3. No, she'll drive the baseline. Lost it off her knee into the hands of Maschenbacher. Maschenbacher will work it up court here for Ashley Hansen. Back to Maschenbacher. Maschenbacher to Tofenbaum up the top of the key. Back near side, catch and shoot 3 from Maschenbacher, a little short. Rebound comes down to the hands of Kenzie Scogan. A little under 14 minutes to go now. Pesa, far corner. Looking inside, works it up there for Macy. Macy, one dribble, bounce pass up top for Emily Bredman. Bredman works it down in the near side here for Scogan. Scogan back up top there for Pesa, over to Macy. Check that. I flip-flopped those 2 players there. Now Pesa has it. Pesa, I think that was stripped away from her. Now Macy for the 3 off the back iron, won't go. Tofenbaum pulls down the rebound. There's a whistle and a foul. They'll stop the clock with 13:17 to go. So the Falcons will bring it over the timeline here with a little over 13 to go. Bounce pass to Ashley Hansen, works it up top for Tofenbaum. Into the lineup now, that is number 12. That's Avery Ockery for the Falcons. And that one's poked away out of bounds, and it'll remain Park Christian basketball. So Ashley Hansen will trigger the inbounds pass from the baseline into the near side here for Ockery. Up top, Maschenbacher for 3. Rattles around and off. Rebound comes down to Halverson. Still 1 possession ball game here. Barnesville with a chance to cut the lead to 1 or at least tie it. Not this time. They'll get turnover number 5. Park Christian with only 1 turnover. Inbounding the ball there is Avery Ockery. Ockery will get it to Maschenbacher to Tofenbaum. Up top now for, that is Ockery. Tofenbaum will go down to the baseline, off the glass, a little too strong, won't go. Rebound tipped around, ended up in the hands of Halverson, and now Peso will bring it over the timeline. Puts it in the hands of Lexi Bolgreen on the near wing. The ball back to Pesa in the corner, back to Bolgreen. Bolgreen will put the ball on the floor, dribble up towards the top of the key, fire it over for Macy. Now into the corner, back to Macy. They tried to work it inside and a foul. I'll stop the clock with 12:01 to go here in the first half of play. Redmond to the hoop, won't go. Maschenbacher pulls down the rebound, and Maschenbacher will bring it up court. He'll get it to, I believe that's Hansen, and she'll miss it. Battle for the rebound, and that's Camille Deringer. Loose ball out of bounds. We'll stop the clock with 11:44. Now they're letting the clock tick, I guess, here. They forgot to stop it in the gym. Now they finally do at 11:39. Inbounds to Maschenbacher in the backcourt, brings it over the timeline. Maschenbacher dribbles over to the far wing, and now she looks to go down to the corner. They'll swing it back around to the near wing here, and the three is on the way. That is Hansen, I believe. Yep, it was, and it was in and out. Rebound for Emily Bredman. I believe that's Sydney Strand into the lineup there for, yep, it is. Number 5 in the corner there with the ball right now, Sydney Strand. Gives it back there for Bullgreen. Into the corner for Bredman.
Substitution in for Barnesville, number 40, Emily Smith.
Sydney Strand will get the inbounds pass, get it to Pesa, on the near wing. Back to Strand here in the near corner, being guarded by Maschenbacher. Looking inside, and now they'll get it inside there to Emily Smith. Pops it back out there for Bullgreen. Bullgreen with a couple dribbles, passes it to Pesa. Pesa down low, and the bucket's in, Emily Smith. And a travel, turnover number 3 for the Falcons. 6-5 is our score. Park Christian got all 6 points early from Carly Maschenbacher, and now Barnesville has gone on a 5-0 run. Working in the hands there of Sydney Strand. Back over to Pesa. Once again, they're looking inside, and the Falcons cannot get it inside where they want to get the ball into the paint. At least that appears to be the plan right now, and they're unable to do that. Great defense here by the Park Christian Falcons, and there's an example of that great defense right there as the ball was poked into the hands of Ashley Hansen. Now Maschenbacher tees it up for 3. Off the front of the rim, won't go. Pesa will pull down the rebound and bring it back the other way. A little less than 10 minutes to go. Pesa to the hoop, won't go. But she'll go to the free throw line with 9:46 to go here in the first half of play, and another foul for Park Christian. Pesa will knock it down. We're tied at 6. Threes for Scogan, 2 for Smith, and now 1. Make it 2 for Sam Pesa. And a 7-6 lead for the Trojans. Ball's poked around, and it gets picked up by Ockery. Into the hands of Crabtree, number 10. And a little miscommunication there as Maschenbacher went into the paint, and Hansen, as a result, passed it out of bounds. The pass was intended for Maschenbacher. Now a little bit of pressure by the Falcons in the backcourt. No problem this time. Begin into the hands of Sydney Strand, and she gets it up and in. And it's a 3-point lead, and the Trojans are on a 9-0 run after falling behind 6-0. Here's Maschenbacher through defenders. And I don't know if the basket counts. We'll find out here. So the basket does not count. That basket won't count either because it won't go in. 9-0 run for the Trojans here. Strand brings it back, or check that, Bullgreen brings it down, now gives it to Strand. Strand back to Bullgreen in the corner, back up to Strand. Strand looking at Pesa. Pesa has it on the near wing. Into the corner here for Strand. Strand looking at the baseline. Maschenbacher blocks her path. Back to Pesa, cross court over to Bullgreen. Bullgreen being guarded there by Ockery. Now back into the hands of Strand on the near wing. Strand looking down to the corner, now looking up top, trying to feed it in there. Once again, they have been unsuccessful at getting it down low, thanks to that great defense by the Falcons. Near side, that is Maddie Remke, number 11. Now Moschenbacher being guarded by Pesa. They work it down to the baseline. Now they come back out top. Put it into the hands of Ashley Hansen. Hansen, free throw line extended just inside the three-point arc. Works it back up top. Now Moschenbacher has it on the far wing. Moschenbacher spins around into the paint, to the hoop, in and one. That ends the 9-0 run by Barnesville, and Park Christian now can tie the game here on a free throw by Moschenbacher, who's 1 for 1 from the line. She has all 8 of the Park Christian Falcon points so far. And we're tied at 9. Kenzie Scogan checking back into the lineup. And once again, they tried to feed it down low, but it was taken away by Ockery. And a loose ball picked up by Strand. She puts it up and in, and the Barnesville Trojans retake the lead. At 11-9 as Strand has 4 points now. And another near steal there, this time by Emily Smith. Work it into the hands there, Crabtree. Now up top for Hansen. That is Crabtree again, number 10. And now Remke has it. Ball's poked away. Strand picks up another steal. And now there's a whistle and a foul. That'll stop the clock with 6:55 to go here in the first half of play. And we have a timeout on the floor. It's 11-9 in favor of the Barnesville Trojans. 6:55 to go here in the first half. We're back in a moment here after a word from our sponsors.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. All right, welcome back. It's 11-9 out of the timeout. Trojans have the lead off a couple of steals and buckets by Sydney Strand. And now we'll see how the Falcons respond here. Falcons have stayed close. That's Tofabom down low. That'll drop in. We'll tie it at 11. Pressure in the backcourt here by Park Christian. Barnesville get it over the timeline there. That is Lexi Bolgreen. Gets it to Strand. Strand has the last couple buckets here for the Trojans. And a stoppage in the clock. Barnesville actually has 4 team fouls. Update that. See, our graphics guy was already on top of that before I said it. Just under 6:20 to go here in the second half as they work it up top for Ashley Hansen. Now Tofabom. Inside from Moschenbacher, and the ball is tipped. And another turnover, and Strand picks up the loose ball. Strand will spin around the timeline there, get it to Bolgreen. Bolgreen near side here, that is Kenzie Scogan. Now back up top for Bolgreen. Cross court there, catch and shoot 3, Strand. It rattles in! 7 points for Sydney Strand and a 14-11 lead for Barnesville. With the basketball, there's Maddie Remke. Now Moschenbacher from the baseline, up and in. A 11 now for Machenbacher. Make it 13 for Machenbacher, and we're tied. Or no, check that. Oh, lead for Park Christian, excuse me. .5:14 to go on the clock here in the first half of play. Work it inside for Bredman. Bredman nearly lost it. Tried to get it out to Strand, but it was over her head and out of bounds. 11 turnovers for Barnesville, 6 for Park Christian. A little over 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Falcons have a 1-point lead, 15-14. Remke over to Tofelbaum. Tofelbaum will back her defender up into the paint, get it back to Machenbacher. Machenbacher, cross court, Hansen, catch and shoot, 3. Off the rim, won't go. Rebound comes down to Emily Smith. Smith gets it to Scogan. Scogan nearly lost that one out of bounds, but got it back. Now brings it over the timeline. Sydney Strand over on the far wing. Ball above her head, looking around, and she'll dribble up to the top of the key now. Work it near side here for Kim Macy, excuse me. Macy tried to poke it inside, and it was taken away. Maddie Remke, and she'll be fouled from behind by Kim Macy. And a timeout on the floor. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Midwest Bank, Barnesville Cynics, and Front Street Nutrition. Front Street Nutrition in Barnesville is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many different teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that'll quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different lift-offs that'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Front Street Nutrition today, 108 Front Street South, or call them 701-238-5276. Front Street Nutrition, nutrition for the win. Barnesville Cynics is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Cynics has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cynics, call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cynics wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. All right, welcome back. 4:21 to go here in the first half. It'll be Park Christian basketball out of the timeout. (15-14) lead for the Falcons. Inbounds pass tip taken away by Barnesville. Bredman will get the steal on that, get it to Strand here on the near wing. Trojans have a chance to take the lead as they get into the hands of Kim Macy. Bounce pass up top for Bredman. Now near side for Scogan. Scogan on the near wing. Bounces it into the corner here for Kim Macy. Macy dribbles back out. Bounce pass back to Scogan. Now cross court over to the far wing into the hands of Strand. Strand pushes it into the corner. Scogan along the baseline. Drops it in, and the Trojans have a 16-14 lead. Far side, that's Hansen, works it up there for Derringer. Hansen now puts it into the hands of, that is Ockery, number 12. Machenbacher, I think the Barnesville fans wanted to travel there. They didn't get it. I'm too far away to make an opinion, so we'll leave it up to the officials. Inbounds pass comes to Machenbacher. Trailing by 1. They flip it out to Hansen. Hansen was open for a moment, did not pull the trigger. Now looking for a little help, gets it back to Machenbacher. 3:07 and counting to go. Machenbacher being harassed by Scogan. Gets into the hands of Hansen. Hansen down to the baseline. The shot was blocked out of bounds. So that'll be a turnover as the ball will go back to the Trojans. Good one here so far between the Trojans and Falcons. Pressure in the backcourt here. Sydney Strand will get over the timeline. Strand down to the baseline. Strand up and in and one. 9 points for Sydney Strand. If she can connect on the free throw, she'll be in the double-digit club with 10. And it's a 3-point lead. Chance to make it a 4-point lead here for the Trojans. Fouls on Avery Ockery, and the free throw's up and in and good. Sydney Strand with the majority of the points there, but also getting some help from Kenzie Scogan, who has 5 of those 19 points for the Trojans. Maschenbacher fires it over far side. Couple passes later, Tofelbaum has it. Being guarded there by Bredman. Tofelbaum will dribble up to the high post. Hand it off to Maschenbacher. Going to the hoop, she gets fouled. And no basket there, but she will make a trip to the free throw line. Try and get those 2 points the hard way. That's team foul number 6 now here on the Trojans.
Trojan foul number 14, Emily Redmond, first personal 16 foul. Maschenbacher to shoot 2 for Park Christian.
First one's in. Maschenbacher 3 for 3 from the line. And they are within 3 now. Second one's in as well. Maschenbacher 2 for 2 on that trip, 4 for 4 in the game, and it's a 2-point game. And pressure in the backcourt once again. Now they'll get it to Strand. Strand back, bounce pass to Kim Macy. Macy in between the circles, dribbles up top of the key, bounce pass near side for Anna Stanford. Stanford across the court, tipped away by Maschenbacher. She's all alone to the hoop, lays it in. Maschenbacher ties us at 19. On the turnover and steal. That is Stanford, excuse me. And now another steal, this time up the court there for Ockery, and that one's missed. Smith pulls down the rebound and nearly lost it out of bounds, keeping it in there, Stanford. 3 on the way, it's in! Kim Macy with the triple! And it's a 22-19 lead for Barnesville. Near side now, it's Allison Lean, number 30, into the lineup here for the Falcons. Tofelbaum works it up top. That is Ockery, excuse me. Ockery drives into the high post, back to Tofelbaum, works it over to Maschenbacher on the far wing. Maschenbacher looking inside, and she'll find Ockery, and that one won't go. Rebound comes down to Kim Macy. Near side, Stanford. Works it up top for Bredman. Bredman far side over to Strand. Strand now into the corner for Stanford. Back up into the hands of Emily Smith at the top of the key. Near side, another 3. Macy, no, that one's off the back rim, won't go. Maschenbacher will get the rebound here for the Falcons. And a whistle and a timeout, Park Christian. 38 seconds to go in the first half. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. Back in a moment.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
First half, Hansen for 3. No, off the mark, and the rebound pulled down by Kenzie Scogan. top of the key, 3, off the back iron, won't go. The rebound comes down into the hands of Maddie Remke, and there's a whistle. Now stop the clock with a foul. Stops the clock with 10 seconds to go here. That one will bounce in. And she makes them both. Maddie Remke with the 2 free throws. One second, shot at the buzzer, a little bit off, and that brings us to halftime. Coming up, it's the Midwest Bank halftime show here on the Minnesota Sports Station. Your score at halftime, the Barnesville Trojans 22 and the Park Christian Falcons 21. We'll be back in a few minutes here with your halftime numbers right after this on the Minnesota Sports Station.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. Front Street Nutrition in Barnesville is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many different teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that'll quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different lift-offs that'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Front Street Nutrition today, 108 Front Street South, or call them 701-238-5276. Front Street Nutrition, nutrition for the win.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Since October 17, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give you advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years. Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/NDSportsChannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Front Street Nutrition in Barnesville is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many different teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that'll quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different lift-offs that'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Front Street Nutrition today, 108 Front Street South, or call them 701-238-5276. Front Street Nutrition, nutrition for the win. Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back to your Midwest Bank halftime show. Your Barnesville Trojans leading the Park Christian Falcons by 1 here at the midway point, 22-21. And the Trojans are led by Sydney Strand with 10 points. She's 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Sam Pesa also has 2 free throws for 2 for 2, and that makes the team 3 of 3 for 100%. Sam Pesa with 2 points, Kim Macy with 3 points, Kenzie Scogan with 5, Emily Smith with 2, and once again leading the way is Sydney Strand with 10 points for the Barnesville Trojans. For the Park Christian Falcons, Maddie Remke with 2 points, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Eden Tofelbaum with 2 points. Carly Maschenbacher with 17 points leading the way, and she's 4 of 4 from the free throw line. That makes the Falcons 6 of 6 and 100%. That means neither team has missed a free throw here yet in this ball game. We've had 4 ties and 6 lead changes. 5 of those lead changes belong to the Barnesville Trojans. Park Christian scored first, and then they got up to a 6-0 lead. And then Barnesville took the lead, or tied it at 6-6, took the lead at 7-6 on their way to a 9-0 run. They would lead 9-6, and then Maschenbacher would hit a 3. Or no, check that. She would get a bucket and 1 and convert on the free throw to tie it at 9. But then Barnesville would come back, take the 11-9 lead. We'd be tied again at 11. Barnesville would get a 14-11 lead. And then Park Christian would come back and get a 15-14 lead. Then Barnesville would hit a 3. I believe it was Strand who hit the 3. Either that or it was Strand or Macy. One of those two hit the 3 to take the 16-14 lead. Or no. Yeah, that's right. No, okay, it was a 2-pointer to take the 16-14 lead. And then we were tied again at 19-19. Barnesville took the lead at 22-19. Park Christian got a bucket, and then that brought us to halftime. And that is your halftime numbers. 7 turnovers here for the Park Christian Falcons compared to 12 for the Barnesville Trojans, according to my numbers. 22-21 in favor of the Trojans. This has been your Midwest Bank halftime show. We'll be back in about 2 minutes with the second half right after this.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Barnesville Cenex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Cenex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Cenex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Cenex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. Front Street Nutrition in Barnesville is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many different teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that'll quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different lift-offs that'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Front Street Nutrition today, 108 Front Street South, or call them 701-238-5276. Front Street Nutrition, nutrition for the win.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back. Second half underway here. Park Christian has the basketball to start the second half, and they trail by one, 22-21. Stops the clock with 17:51 here. We've had 4 ties and 6 lead changes, and 5 of those lead changes belong to Barnesville. Still inbounded along the near baseline, excuse me. Need to reset those team fouls. I apologize for that. We'll get it corrected here for you. As Ashley Hansen has it on the near sideline. Now they get it to Moschenbacher. Park Christian working the ball around the perimeter here. And now the three is up from Moschenbacher. Off the back iron, won't go. Redmond pulls down the rebound. Back the other way comes the Trojans. Quickly up the court here. We apologize for the kids running up there. It's causing an issue with our microphone. So Kenzie Scogan works it into the high post there for Halverson. Back to Scogan, now into the corner. I believe that's Macy. Yep, and it was. Now back to Scogan. Over to Pesa. Patiently working the ball around the perimeter, looking for that open shot. She thought about it, didn't pull the trigger. Now runs into a double team. They're looking inside, and once again looking into the corner here for Pesa. Back now up in the near wing for Macy. Back over to Pesa in the near corner. 16:45 and counting. Once again, no shot clock here in Minnesota basketball. Scogan for a long, I don't know if that was a 2 or a 3. Rebound underneath, and it will roll around and drop in. Halverson with the bucket. It's their first bucket of the game, and it's a 24-21 lead now for the Trojans. Near side, Maddie Remke working up top for Toffelbaum. Toffelbaum will dribble down the near far side of the lane, and she'll draw the foul. 16:20 to go here in the second half, and Park Christian, or check that, Barnesville foul number 1. Scogan picks up her second, actually. I think the PA announcer said 1. I had her down for 1, thinking maybe I mismarked it, and scoreboard shows that I was correct. Toffelbaum will make 1 of 2. It's a 2-point game here. She thought about it, didn't pull the trigger, now goes into the paint, takes the high percentage shot, it's up and in. Sam Pesa with 4 points now, and that increases the lead back to 4. 26-22, just under 16 to go. Tofabom here near the top of the key. Looking around, now she'll dribble it down towards the baseline, and she'll draw the foul. Stops the clock with 15:50 to go, and that's another foul on Barnesville. We'll see who they charge it to. Sam Pesa picks up her third. Tofabom 1 for 2 on her last trip, and so far so good on this trip here. She's 2 of 3 in the game and now has 4 points. Trims the lead down to 3. It's a one-possession ball game. That's pretty much, it's been a one-possession ball game for a majority of this game so far. Tofabom 2 for 2. She's 3 of 4, and the Falcons are within 1. Inbounds pass comes to, that's Lexi Bolgreen. Scogan lost it, and then it went out of bounds. Last touch by, I believe it was Moschenbacher who touched it last, and it'll be a baseline inbounds pass for Barnesville. Inbounded there for Scogan. Back into the corner here now for Bolgreen. Scogan will get it back, dribble up towards the top of the key. 15.5 to go here in the second half of play. Trojans lead by 4. They work it to Bolgreen, number 4. Back into Bredman now at the free throw line. Drives to the paint, gets it, drops it in. Emily Bredman with her first bucket of the game. Barnesville back up by 4. Tofabom has it on the far side. Now works it near side there into the hands of Akri. Akri into the paint, and I believe she traveled. Yep, that she sure did. 15:03 to go here in the second half of play. They'll give the ball back to the Barnesville Trojans. According to my numbers, that's 10 turnovers now for Park Christian. They had 7 of those 10 in the first half. Falcon fans cheering defense as the ball goes into the hands of Sydney Strand, the leading scorer, and they take it away. Moschenbacher with the steal to the hoop, and it's partially blocked there by Bredman. That's her second block of the game. Now Scogan in the backcourt runs into a double team, and it's taken away. Moschenbacher all alone to the hoop and lays it in. 19 points for Carly Moschenbacher. And that pulls the Falcons within 2 with 14.5 to go here. Far side Scogan hands it off there for Strand. Strand ball above her head, gets to Bredman. Bredman at the top of the key, fires it near wing here for Scogan. Scogan into the corner for Strand. Strand with 10 points, hasn't scored yet here in the second half. Scogan into the paint, loose ball, got into the hands of Bolgreen. Bolgreen works it back out top, now back to Bredman. Bredman, 2 passes later, outside there for Scogan. Scogan works it inside there for Halverson, and somewhere in there is a foul. Not sure on who. It's on one of 2 Falcons, either Moschenbacher or Derringer. Actually, it wasn't a foul. It was probably a jump ball, apparently. My bad on that one. Derringer will pull down the rebound here for the Falcons. Chance to tie or take the lead here for Park Christian. That's Moschenbacher. Throws it back out top. Now Tofabom will tee it up for 3 and the lead. No, off the mark, won't go. Off the glass, rebound comes down to the hands of Sydney Strand. Strand works it up court for Bolgreen. Bolgreen nearly lost it, regained possession. Harassed a little bit there by Ashley Hansen. Now Scogan on the near wing. Works it back up top to the free throw line there for Halverson. Halverson puts it back up into the hands of Sydney Strand in between the circles. Now Bolgreen over on the far wing for Bredman. Bredman swings it near wing here for Scogan. Scogan looking inside, now pushes it into the corner for Bolgreen. Back to Scogan on the near wing with a little over 13 minutes to go here. Trojans lead by 2, looking to increase that lead. Strand on the far side, looking into the corner for Scogan. Scogan back to Strand. Strand for 3. In! Some nice passing around, waiting for that shot, being patient. And Sydney Strand with 13 points now, and their first 3 points here in the second half. Just under 12:40 to go. Up top there, it's Derringer. Now Moschenbacher. Moschenbacher puts up the shot, and it's in. Nice job there by Carly Moschenbacher, who has 21 points now. And a loose ball is picked up there by Bolgreen. Scogan Works in for Bredman. High post turnaround. Too strong off the back of the rim. Rebound for Moschenbacher. Quickly up court there. The Falcons will take it to the hoop and off. It won't drop in. That was Ockery with the attempted bucket. And now we'll have a clock will stop with 12:07. And the first foul for Park Christian comes now. Ashley Hansen picks up her first. Full court press now here by the Falcons as they get it up the near sideline here for Bowgreen, and it's nearly taken away. Bowgreen gets it back, pushes it into the corner there for Scogan. Inside, that turning around, that is Emily Smith. That one won't drop in. Rebound goes to Lexi Bowgreen and the bucket too. 22-21 at half, and now it's 33-28. 3 on the way, in and out won't go. Rebound comes into the hands of Bowgreen, and another foul on Park Christian. Stops the clock with 11:35 to go. Avery Ockery picks up her second. That's the second team foul here for the Falcons. And a steal, Moschenbacher. I believe that's Moschenbacher anyway. Yep, it is. Outside, 3 on the way. I think that's Hansen, and it's in. Ashley Hansen with her first points of the game. Pulls the Falcons within 2, 33-31 with 11:14 and counting to go here in the second half. Quickly down the other end. Gets the bucket and 1. Going to the free throw line is Sydney Strand with 15 points and a chance to make it 16. The foul is the second one on Ashley Hansen. She's picked both of those up here in the second half. Free throw up and in. Sydney Strand with 16 points now and a 3-point lead for Barnesville. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Barnesville Senex, Midwest Bank, and Front Street Nutrition in Barnesville. Certainly appreciate their support of high school sports here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Up top now, that is Ockery. Ockery dribbles into the free throw line, gets it to Hansen, now Moschenbacher. Moschenbacher, I don't know if her foot was on the line or not. They're giving her 3 for that one, and we're tied. Or no, we're not. We're not tied. 36-31. I think they assigned the points to the wrong side there. It should be 34-34, I do believe. We will keep it at that 36-31 score until they change it. On the near wing here, that is Maddie Remke. Remke will hand it off for Moschenbacher. 3 on the way. That one off the back iron won't go. Strand with the rebound. Strand gets around the defender in the backcourt there, and it's poked out of bounds. It'll stay with Barnesville. Inbounds comes into Bowgreen. Now Scogan has it. Tried to bounce it down low there for Emily Smith. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Trojans. It's Park Christian basketball. Stops the clock with 9:51 to go. 36-31 according to the scoreboard in the gym here, but I believe it should be 34-34 unless I missed something. Three-pointer from Remke. Off the back rim, won't go. Off the shoe there of Bredman. Falcons will get the ball back. Moschenbacher. Now they work it into the paint, and there's a foul on one of 2 Trojans. Oh, no, check that. No foul on the Trojans. We have a timeout on the floor here with 9:26 to go. It's 36-31. According to the scoreboard in the gym for the Barnesville Trojans. We'll take a timeout. Broadcast coverage brought to you by Midwest Bank, Front Street Nutrition, and Barnesville Senex. Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex. Call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. All right, welcome back. 9:28 to go here in the second half of play. We have unofficially confirmed that is indeed the right score, 36-31. I think we'll see. If it changes, we'll change it, but we're going to leave it at 36-31 right now. Up top now, Bredman. Works it near side here for Strand. Strand into the corner for check that, Pesa. Strand for another three. It looks good, and it is good. Sydney Strand with 19 points here with 9 minutes to go and an 8-point lead for the Trojans. Maschenbacher down to the baseline, kicks it back out. Tofabon for three. Got it! 39-34. Pressure in the backcourt. Bogreen, and it's stolen away there by Maschenbacher. Turnovers on both sides. Kenzie Scogan checking back into the lineup here for Barnesville. Up top for Maschenbacher. Tofabon looks around, gets it up for, I believe that's, refresh my memory, that's Akri. Maschenbacher for three, she got it! It's a 2-point game all of a sudden here. 24 points for Maschenbacher. Bounce pass, Strand, thought about it, now long two, in! It's the Sydney Strand and Carly Maschenbacher show here for the two respective teams. Cross-court pass near side here with a little bit of assistance from their teammates. Just enough to keep it interesting. Missed the shot. Rebound comes down to the Trojans, and now Scogan will bring it up court, and there will be a foul. Ashley Hansen picks up her third. Scogan thought about it, didn't pull the trigger. Now Pesa here on the near wing. Pesa backs up, pushes into the corner here for Scogan, back to Pesa. 7:20 and counting to go. They work it inside for Bredman. Back out, Sydney Strand. No, off the mark this time around and out of bounds and back to the Park Christian Falcons. 7:13 to go here in the second half. It's a 4-point game. It's been an exciting one here. Both teams making it interesting. Tofabon will work it into the hands there of Akri. Akri now Maschenbacher for three. It rattles in. 27 for Maschenbacher now. And the Falcons are within one. And she stepped out. Oh, no, she traveled. Either way, it would have been a turnover. And now Park Christian has a chance to take the lead. Barnesville took the lead at 22-19. They haven't given up the lead yet. Inbounds pass for Maschenbacher. lost it out of bounds again. They'll stop the clock with 6:34 to go. Inbounds pass will find its way to Halverson. Halverson, Redmond with the jumper, and it's in. They got within one, and now the Trojans score again. That's Redmond's second bucket of the game. She has 4. 43-40. It's still a one-possession game. Up top, thought about it, didn't pull the trigger. Now Tofelbaum will look towards Maschenbacher and then dribble over to the far side of the lane. Go to the hoop, draw the foul. Third team foul on the Trojans, and that will be charged to Sydney Strand, her first. $21 for Sydney Strand and 27 for Carly Maschenbacher. Tofelbaum 1 for 2. And it's taken away as Maschenbacher missed it. Rebound goes down to the hands of Halverson. Halverson will give it to Strand in the backcourt. 2-point lead here for the Trojans. Strand gets around the defender over the timeline, then falls down. Loose ball goes into the hands of Scogan. Scogan will dribble down to the baseline, go to the hoop, get her own rebound, put it up. Won't count, they'll say she traveled. Stops the clock with 5:36 to go. Falcons with a chance to tie or take the lead. We haven't had a lead change since Barnesville took the lead at 22-19. We haven't had a tie since we've been tied at 19-19. Up top, Hansen, now Tofelbaum. Tofelbaum fires it over far side for Ockery. Ockery dribbles into the high post, now back over to Tofelbaum. Thought about it, dribbles in, back out, Maschenbacher for 3, and she has the lead for the Falcons, 44-43. That 3 gives Carly Maschenbacher 30 points. He'll keep it here during the timeout. 5:02 to go. Actually, we will take a timeout. Back in 30 seconds here on the Andy's Minnesota Sports Station.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back. Sam Pesa picking up her fourth team foul, and now another foul coming here on Laura Halverson. Tofelbaum will miss that one. Tofelbaum is 4 of 7 from the free throw line. And she is now 5 of 8. Pressure in the backcourt here by the Falcons and nearly stolen away. Sydney Strand will get the loose ball. Now she'll make her way to the hoop and she will drop it in. Strand with 2 more and quickly the other way come the Falcons. We're tied at 45. That is the 5th tie and the 7th lead change. 3, Ashley Hansen, in and out, won't go. Rebound tipped around, ends up in the hands there, Halverson. Halverson will give it to Scogan in the backcourt. Scogan to Pesa over the timeline. Pesa cuts into the paint, puts the ball up towards the hoop, and I believe that was an offensive foul on Pesa, and if it is, she just fouled out. Oh, no. Laura Halverson gets the foul and not Pesa. So that's good news for the Trojan fans. Hands it off to Tofabom. Just under 3 minutes to go here. Hansen, bounce pass, and now they'll work it inside, and the basket will not count. Now Sam Pesa will foul out. Sam Pesa fouls out with 3:49 to go. She'll have 4 points on the night. 2 of 2 from the free throw line and a basket here in the second half. Official talking to the scoring table here. All right, so they're going to say it's a 1-and-1. So Maschenbacher with a chance to take the lead here with 3:49 to go, and she will. Second lead change here of the second half. Both of them belong to the Falcons. And she'll make them both. She had 17 in the first half. She now has 15 here in the second half with over 3.5 to go. Redmond gets it to Scogan. Timeout, Barnesville. That timeout will stop the clock with 3:38 to go, and we'll take a timeout as well. Front Street Nutrition, Midwest Bank, and Barnesville Senex bringing you coverage of today's basketball game between the Trojans and the Falcons. Back in a moment here on the Minnesota Sports Station. Barnesville Senex is your one-stop shop in Barnesville for gas, snacks, and more, including fresh Sandy's Donuts each day of the week. And don't forget that Barnesville Senex has the Caribou Coffee kiosk open each day as well. They're also your hunting and fishing license headquarters. Barnesville Senex, call them 218-354-2139 or stop in to get everything you need at 619 Front Street North in Barnesville. Barnesville Senex wishes the Trojans the best of luck in this game and every game this sports season. All right, welcome back. Out of the timeout, Barnesville basketball. They trail by 2, 47-45. It's been a back-and-forth game for the entire game so far. And we'll see if the Trojans can respond. Strand for 3, short. Hansen with the rebound, up to Maschenbacher, to the hoop, in. 17 in the first half, 17 in the second half. She has 34 points, so the Falcons 49. Avery Ockery picks up her third. Off the fingertips of Halverson, out of bounds, and a turnover back to Park Christian. So Ockery will trigger the inbounds pass here as the Trojans put a couple people in the backcourt here for a little pressure. Maschenbacher will dribble around the defenders over the timeline there. Past Tofabom, now she'll give it to Tofabom, and Tofabom will fire it to Hansen here on the near wing as she dribbles back up towards the top. Now near side, Ockery has the basketball into the paint, now up top for Tofabom. Tofabom down the near side of the lane, hands it off there for, can't quite see who that was. That was Crabtree. Maschenbacher up top, Tofabom through her fingers, loose ball, and over and back. Redmond will trigger the inbounds pass there for Bowgreen. Bowgreen up top here for Scogan. Scogan now for Sydney Strand on the near wing. Strand will work it back up top for Halverson. Halverson with a bounce pass to Bowgreen, pushes into the far corner for Scogan. Scogan looked inside, bounce pass Bredman up top. Bredman looking at Scogan, now fires it near side here. Catch and shoot three from Bowgreen off the mark. Rebound underneath, it's Halverson with the bucket. Trojans back within two, 49-47. That's Maschenbacher, gets it up for Akri. Akri now to Tofabom. Back over to Ashley Hansen. Hansen dribbles back up in between the circles, now gets it to Tofabom. Tofabom will dribble over towards the far wing, push it into the corner there, and now she'll drive baseline. Can't see who that is. Bounce pass out near side Hansen. They work it around the perimeter, back over to Tofabom on the far wing. Now up top, Ashley Hansen. Just under 2 minutes to go here. Tofabom. Tofabom in a little bit of trouble, gets out there. I believe that is Maschenbacher. Now Akri and a whistle and a timeout, Park Christian. It's a full timeout. We'll take one as well. Be back in 60 seconds.
Your family, your friends, our community. At Midwest Bank of Barnesville, these cornerstones of family, friends, and community is the very heart of Midwest Bank. Whether it's help in expanding the family farm, building, remodeling, or purchasing your new home, or supporting our local schools, Midwest Bank is here because you are our family, you are our friends, and this is our community. Midwest Bank, banking your way on South Front Street, Barnesville. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Front Street Nutrition in Barnesville is your one-stop shop for healthy energy and nutrition. Stop in and try one of the many different teas or shakes on the menu. With over 80 varieties, you're guaranteed to find multiple favorites that'll quench your thirst. Also, ask about the different lift-offs that'll give you that unique and exact extra boost that you need for your day. Visit Front Street Nutrition today, 108 Front Street South, or call them 701-238-5276. Front Street Nutrition, nutrition for the win. Broadcast coverage also brought to you by Barnesville Senex, in addition to Front Street Nutrition and Midwest Bank. 1:14 to go here. Trojans trail by 2 to the Falcons. Trojans 9-9. I believe the Falcons are, I don't know what the wins are, but I know they've lost only 3 this season. I want to say 16-3, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I have to double check. And travel. That'll give the ball back to Barnesville and a chance to tie it up here with 56.9 seconds to go. Bredman will trigger the inbounds pass, and it'll come into Sydney Strand. Strand goes to the basket. It was poked out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Park Christian. And now the officials are going to get together and discuss. I think this ball should go to Barnesville. We'll see if they reverse the call or not. Nope, it's going to stay with Park Christian. They're saying it went off the knee of Strand when it was poked from behind by one of the Falcons. I couldn't recall which one poked it from behind. Tofabom on the far wing, looking inside, and lost it out of bounds. Another chance here for the Trojans to tie or take the lead with 36 seconds to go in the second half. Up court, and it was poked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans. .35 seconds to go. Up top, now over there for Scogan. Strand. To the hoop. We're tied at 49. And it's stolen away. And a chance here for Barnesville, and now a whistle, and I didn't see it. It was just off camera. Falcons with the foul. That's 17 fouls, and puts the Trojans at the line to shoot 1-1. We're tied at 49. 15 seconds to go. Trojans take the lead. And that one will drop in as well. (51-49) in favor of the Trojans. They take the lead change at 50-49. We'll keep it here for the conclusion. Timeout on the floor. Park Christian wants to talk it over. Both teams have 17 fouls, so a foul in the next 15 seconds would send the opposing team to the free throw line. If you're in the Barnesville huddle right now, you're maybe thinking, don't foul, especially not if they're taking that three-point attempt. But then again, maybe you would, because then you'd have to take 3 shots to get 3 points instead of 1. So, I mean, it's kind of a tough call here. Park Christian, I would presume they're talking something along the lines of, get it down low and get the easy 2. Don't try and go for the win here. Let's try and tie it up, maybe draw a foul and get the win at the free throw line. Those are a couple of the possibilities here. It'll be Park Christian basketball out of the timeout. 2 free throws by Lauren Halverson give the Trojans the lead at 51-49. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Midwest Bank, Barnesville Senex, as well as Front Street Nutrition. Moschenbacher will pick it up just in front of the timeline. They'll work it in for Tofelbaum. Tofelbaum at the high post. Puts the ball on the floor. Moschenbacher for 3. Missed it. Saved. Into the hands of Bredman, and a timeout. Or a foul, excuse me. There is 3.7 seconds to go here. She'll make it. It's a 3-point game. It's still a 1-possession game. Emily Bredman at the line. And she'll miss it. And the ball goes out of bounds. And that will be in. That will be the end of the game. The Trojans will hang on for the win. 52-49, your final score. Barnesville outscored Park Christian 30-28 in that second half of play. Your final numbers here: Sam Pesa with 4, fouled out with 3:49 to go in the second half. Kim Macy with 3 points. Lexi Bolgreen with 2. Emily Bredman with 5. Lauren Halverson with 6 and 2 big free throws at the end. Kenzie Scogan with 5. And 2 for Emily Smith. And leading the way is Sydney Strand. She had 10 at halftime, 13, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23 for Sydney Strand. For the Park Christian Falcons, 3 for Ashley Hansen, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for Eden Tofelbaum, and 2 for Maddie Remke. And then leading the way is Carly Moschenbacher. She had 17 at the half, 20, 23, 26, 28, 30, 32, 33, 34 points. 17 in each half. 34 points. We had 4 ties and 6 lead changes at the halftime mark. After halftime, we had Park Christian with the lead at 44-43. Then we were tied at 45. Park Christian took the lead at 46-45. Barnesville took the lead at 50-49. They got the extra free throw at 51-49, and that would end up being your final scores. They got 1 more free throw, and 52-49 your final. 2 games down and 6 to go. Our next one is going to be between I'm drawing a blank here. Dilworth, Glendon Felton, and Mahoman Waban, the Thunderbirds. And we'll be back on in approximately 10 minutes with your pregame show on that one right here on the Minnesota Sports Station. Be right back.